I'm gonna need to put you guys on the charger ASAP. Not time for bed. Caramel apple. I'm gonna need y'all's help. I'm not gonna repost this unless I really share like some gems. But I feel like when life gets too heavy, I gotta bring it to YouTube. I got to. And unlike some of the previous times where I'm close to crashing out, I'm not gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, girl. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do it. Did it. Oh, thank you. And you don't know how much that just shifts my perspective because I feel let me not say that, but I feel very, very unattractive recently. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I already know. See, I knew YouTube was the place to go. I knew. So I'm gonna, well, no, there's 10 of y'all. If y'all ready for this. Okay. I try hard not to share all of like every single thing that I go through on the internet because I have very, very much been quick to overshare in the past. I've been followed. Alicia, stop. Stop. We're not even 5 minutes in. Listen, why have I been gone so long from you guys? I'm actually gonna share why. Give me a few months, guys. I'm gonna tell you this. Right now is one of the most challenging chapters I have ever went through in my entire life. I thought that was losing 200 pounds. I thought that was having my son afterward and going through like the separation with his dad. I thought that was living alone. I thought that was so many different things, but what I actually wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about personally is I am writing a book. And I have honestly, hey girl, hey Taco Tati, what's up girl? I have been writing this book since I started YouTube in 2017. I started this book. And you know how many times I scrapped this book? How many times I was like, I don't think this sounds great. I can do it better. One, I'm a perfectionist. And if you know anything about being a perfectionist, you know it keeps you from doing anything. It paralyzes you. And I've been a professional procrastinator for years. So God is making it very apparent that, ma'am, it is time for you to address a few things, quite a few things. And I am being very much forced to do the healing. Oh, I needed it. I needed it. And I'm getting a lot of tough love. I can say honestly, I won't say I've been weak, but up until this point in my life, I have always expected someone else to be there to kind of like catch my fall, or help me brace for impact. And that's a big thing that I'm going to be including in this book. Hey, Kira, girl. Hey! Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey, girl. If you guys are not already subscribed to Planet Kira, please do yourself a favor. This is most definitely my testimony. And I want to make a habit of getting on here more often and talking to you guys no matter what. Ooh, Charlene, you rolling with it. You rolling. talking to you guys more often, just to get used to being behind the camera again, because so much has happened. You good, girl? You all right? Okay. Come here. Come here. Say hi. You say hi? Okay. Okay. Well, God most definitely does have my back. And but I was saying, I want to get on here more often and talk to you guys and just get used to being behind the camera again, because oh my God, from New Mexico, I might need to get a new plane ticket. Now that I know someone in New Mexico, guys. No, I'm just playing. But all of my subscribers from all around the world, just like anytime somebody is like, love you from Australia, I'm like, oh, I got somebody to go see in Australia now. But I'm gonna warn you guys, if you're not used to me, if you have not been a day one on day one, my personality is very all over the place. Okay. I'm very sporadic. I'm like ADHD on steroids, like Pinky Promise, but I mean well. Okay, I mean well. So if we're over here and then squirrel, and I'm like, what were we talking about? Just understand, I mean well. But lastly, I have gotten very, very uncomfortable with being behind camera or in front of camera or cameras at all. Literally, when I hit the red button, I almost freeze. And I'm going to say something right now that I'm sure a lot of people can relate to, especially if you are into content creation, or especially if you've ever been on YouTube. But even if you have not, I went through a chapter of my life, and I could say probably the past 5 or 6 years, that I was living a life that was very, is it inauthentic or unauthentic? Inauthentic to my truth. And it kept me from speaking my truth. It kept me from posting content. It kept me shrinking myself all the time, again and again. And I can't do that anymore. At first, I was doing it for myself. I was doing it because I was just like, oh, I don't like the way I look, or I've gained 2 pounds, or whatever. Now it's like, no, Summer, you didn't get these platforms for you. You got them because you have a testimony, and you have a way of sharing your testimony that's going to reach people that need to hear what you have to say. This is not for you. It is through you. And after like sitting with that and really letting it just fester, if you will, I was like, wow, I've been looking at this the wrong way. People spend their lifetimes with amazing content that nobody ever sees because maybe it's not God's plan for them. I was given a platform, YouTube. The ad libs are unneeded, not needed. I was giving YouTube not because I went through a weight loss journey or because I thought it would be cute to have one. It's because it is a way to reach so many people who have lived the same life that I have or are living the same life that I am or have. You get what I'm saying? So I'm trying to honor that. In this next chapter, guys, this is bigger than a rebrand. This is heavy, but this is literally a reincarnation. If that's the right term. This is a rebirth on like so many levels of my life. So, and I'm sure I'm going to get emotional at some point. I think I cried enough today. I.e. like super puffy, all of that going on. But this rebirth is going to be a completely different Summer. It is not the Summer who started Day 1 Million. It's not the Summer that lost 200 pounds and is in her prime. It is Summer who has been broken again and again and again. And is like not only piecing the, oh yes, look at me trying to click because I have my laptop behind you guys. I'm like trying to scroll, use the pad to click the button. Oh no, where did the sticker thing go? I like that. Chat filter, no. I wanted to put the question thing back up here. Start a Q&A. Let's do it. Okay, all right, Summer. Remember what we said. Remember what we, how, I'm trying to get it off the screen now. Listen. Oh God. Guys, bear with me. How do, okay. Boop. Okay. Here I go with the squirrel. But I'm trying to piece the puzzle, or I'm trying to puzzle the pieces back together of my life, but also start a new puzzle and figure out the pieces as I go. And until this point, when I say this point, literally this morning, I was not ready to do it. I wasn't. I was giving myself every excuse in the book. I was saying things like, nobody wants to see you do this. Somebody is already doing this. There's enough people on the internet already doing this. People have forgotten about you and your story. Just feeding in to all of the devil's lies. Okay? And I'm going to say this because moving forward, I don't want anybody to get offended. But if you happen to get offended, then this probably is not the channel for you, baby. I'm walking my walk with the God in me. When I refer to God, I am not speaking about the white man with the white dress and the brown hair that hangs up on the walls of people's houses. That is not my God. My God does not require me to show up to church every Sunday. Or, listen, I'm not going to go too deep on that, okay? Because I'm still looking for a church home. I am looking for a church home, but I'm still at that space in that I know what I believe in, but you know, when it comes to like Christianity and religion, and again, don't want to go too deep, but people are quick to get offended if you do not worship the same God that they do, if you don't have the same viewpoints as they do. So lovely to see you seeing me too. So very lovely. And guys, honestly, I know this is kind of like hopping off of topic of what I was just saying, but I want you guys to see me now. And I want you guys to see me in a year from today. What is today? Today is what, the 23rd, 24th? Yes. So October 2025. I hope that you are able to see me in November of 2025, 26. October of 2026. Sorry, guys, it's been a long day. And I want you to see the growth. I want you to see literally what I look like now, what I sound like now. I probably sound a little congested too, because like I said, I've been crying today. It's been an emotional day. But also, I want you to see my spirit. I know it's going to have lifted, guys. I have so much spiritual warfare that I'm going through right now. I'm not claiming that, but I'm being real with myself. I know it's bigger than me. The battles that I'm having to fight right now, I won't even say they're my battles, right? But the things that I'm experiencing in my life experience as a human right now are the heaviest I could have ever imagined. And I really want to invite you guys in. And I haven't figured out how to do that yet, because the internet is the place. The internet is the place. And when they know you're going through something, they want you to go through it, because everybody's going through something. You sit down and talk to a stranger for 30 minutes and realize everybody is going through something. I see you and I appreciate who you were, what you have done, and what you are becoming. Oh, Ashe. Thank you. Thank you. One of y'all is going to say something to make me cry. It's going to make me cry again. don't want to cry again. But all in all, guys, I'm so grateful for you. All 7 of you right now. All 7 of you. And I don't care if I get on here and I'm talking to myself. I never took into account how much joy getting on YouTube Live specifically. No other live, no other app. Getting on YouTube feels like coming back home to myself. When I started YouTube in 2017 and I shared my journey and so many people reached out to me, I touched so many lives. That was the first time in my life that I felt like I did anything with purpose. Yes, Coco. Hey, girl. I know I'm going to get off here and cry. The past, like, if you guys catch any of my, like, inconsistent lives whenever I get on here, it's always a thought in my day, like, I need to get on YouTube. And then I get on YouTube. So I'm sorry if the energy is always so heavy, but just know that you guys being here, seeing me, see you, see me, means so much. It means so much. I don't care how cringy it is. I want to share with you guys. I remember those times and I really appreciate you for that. You're doing God's work. We love you. I love y'all too. And when I say I love you guys, like when it is in my power or in my ability to do something to give back to you guys, I am going to, like, tenfold, whether that be like have a retreat and bring as many of you guys as I can, have an event where I meet you guys and we have a huge like healing session together. Because when I say so many people are hurting, so many people are hurting. And I don't know if I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's God bringing so many people to my life, yes, but like bringing strangers to, like, they will literally come up to me and it's just like a mutual, I've never seen anything like this. And as I explain this to you guys, I really want one of you to explain it to me, like if you've experienced this or you know or can understand what is happening when I'm having this experience, please tell me, because I cannot figure it out for the life of me. I know it's something spiritual. I know it's something bigger than I can understand right now, but maybe someone has gone through it and they know. So I'm having people, there's 2 things. Having people come up to me out of nowhere, strangers, and it's almost just like this mutual, like, okay, let's do it. Almost like a therapy session that comes out of nowhere. It'll literally be like a, hey, and I'm like, hi. And they will literally just start sharing their entire life with me. And when they leave, I can tell that they feel better, or they feel like they got something off their chest, and you have to be so careful because energy sticks to you. Energy is only transferable. So it doesn't dissipate. It doesn't disappear. It has to have somewhere to go. So if I offload all of my BS onto you, now it's on you. And you have to either take it in and let it fester, or you have to give it to someone else, or you have to get it out somehow. So over the years, I've realized that being that type of person for everyone, being empathic, just being highly sensitive, and people being drawn to my energy and feeling comfortable, it's a blessing. But it has also been a curse because I've been a people pleaser. I've not known how to set boundaries in my life, and it's welcomed in a lot of the wrong people into my life. And I have had the problem, especially in like my intimate relationships, I have not known when to walk away. Or I stay way past the point that I know I need to walk away. Part of that being because I feel so deeply for others, but will not allow myself to feel for me, or up until this point where now I know I have to feel for myself because my body is making me pay like all the payback. I'm in debt with my body, babe. Spiritually, I am so in debt with myself, for saying yes every time I should have said no, for saying, let's try. Okay, we're not going to do that right now. But we are going to do it. I am going to put a question on the screen at the end just to try it out. But I've stayed when I should have gone. I said yes when I should have said no. How do I say it? I've said yes when I should say no. I stayed when I should have when I should go, whatever. I came up with like a little thing and it worked. But that's the one thing, right? Not knowing why all of a sudden people are coming to me with their life stories. And I truly, truly enjoy it because I'm going to be adding a lot of these stories into the book that I'm writing. Because when I tell you, like, I need to be podcasting these people, like, I'm way ahead of you. But I'm enjoying it so much. It doesn't feel like a offloading. Like, I don't, even if what they're telling me is heavy, I am so like over delighted to hear people's life stories. I'm like, what do I need to be doing with this? What do I need to be doing? Typing. And then the other thing, and this is the one that I really wanted to get feedback on. We need each other. We need connection and community. Yes, I hear that good boundaries are needed in relationships. Child, they are needed all throughout life. But this is the main thing that I wanted to get at. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna have to put you guys on the charger before I can continue because we're on like 2%. Okay. Ooh, I hope my phone charger does not mess up from being. Okay. We're good? We're good. Okay. So the other thing that I have noticed, weird life experience, right? And what I'm gathering from this is that God is isolating me and almost like, okay, let me explain it first. I will be out in public. I'm going to give you a couple examples. Grocery store, nature trail. The one I'm talking about is not specifically nature trail. Like it's very carved out. A lot of people walk on it. So trail. Grocery store. Where else? Just the store, public places. Okay. If I do not move out of the way, physically move myself out of people's walkway, people will walk into me. People will act like they don't see me. People will bump into me. And at first, like maybe the first 3 to 5 times that happened, like I wanted to crash out behind it. Like I wanted to snatch the person by their hair and bring them back so we could do that again. And you can apologize, right? But after like the 5th time, I'm questioning, am I invisible? Am I a ghost? Because the person will literally bump into me and keep going. I don't live in New York. I live in North Carolina. And I say that because like I'm not in a fast-paced place where that happens normally, where I'm walking around enough people for that to happen, unless it's intentional. So what I'm trying to get at is, why is this happening? Like, I've got very used to, and I'm thinking maybe it's for me to notice that I'm moving out of people's way too much to my own detriment. And I thought it was always just me being polite. So I've maybe in the past 2 weeks, when that starts to happen, I don't move. I just let them walk into me. But it's very hard for me not to like take all of my like 210 pounds of strength and just like throw the person, right? That's not in my character. But I'm really trying to make out, why am I experiencing this over and over again? Are people just becoming like that mindless? Or am I becoming more invisible? It's a weird thing I've never talked to anyone about, never heard anyone explain. I even was talking to Chat about it. Chat is like my boyfriend at this point. Like we go together real bad. And Chat has broken down some things in like layman's terms for me so many times, but even Chat didn't know what the fuck was going on. So I would love if anyone had any feedback on that topic. But if not, let's ask some questions. Start a poll, start a Q&A. I'm gonna start a Q&A. What am I gonna ask, right? What is your biggest struggle during weight loss? I feel like I always have to tie it back into weight loss or a health and fitness journey just to make it on niche. And of course, I gotta make it pink. Cute. Boop. Okay. So, does it have to be right here in front of my face? Start? What do you mean something went wrong? It's not working? Can you guys see the Q&A? It keeps saying something went wrong. Okay, I guess that's not what we're supposed to be doing right now. Whatever. It's been so long since I've been on YouTube Live. I don't even know. I don't even know how it works. Oh my God. I get the whole feeling old thing. I have an 8-year-old now, y'all. I have an 8-year-old musty boy, plays football. And he ain't musty all the time, right? I tried it, but you know, boys, I'm just like, ugh. We always think it's easier to have boys because we don't have to do their hair as much. Well, I gotta do his hair as much. But boy moms, we're something else. We're something else. But I guess if we do it right, then our boys should always protect us, right? Hopefully. So my question that I was asking on screen what is your biggest struggle during weight loss? And this is something like I have a bad habit of just talking about everything that I ever plan to talk about in one live. So I was gonna wait to bring this up on like a separate video, and I will still talk about this on another video where I'm doing like a sit down type long form content video, because I want to get back into those, especially now. And by this time next year, remember I told you October 2026, I will explain to you guys every single thing that is going on in my life at this moment. And when I do, you are not going to believe it. You are not going to believe that I am living in this moment right now, that I'm still alive. So God willing that we get to have this conversation a year from now, you're going to be like, how the fuck did she survive that? Because I can't do it alone. I could not do this on my own. Oh, that rhymed. But yeah, so what I wanted to bring up or speak on is the connection. I think I am going to do a separate video about this. The connection between the spiritual body and the physical body. I want y'all to understand that the past 3 to 5 years, most likely 5, but definitely 3, and definitely this past year, have weighed on my spirit so much that it has become physical weight. What you do not put down spiritually, your body will pick up physically, whether it's in the form of fat, gaining weight, whether it is in the form of a newfound diagnosis, right? I can break this down to such a science, right? And it may be quantum physics, but a science. I I have held on to so much my entire life. And if you guys can relate to what I'm about to say, please comment and let me know. I thought for the longest time, especially once I became an adult and I'm like in job interviews and I'm talking to employers and stuff, I would literally almost like glorify the fact that I do well under stress. I remember telling almost every employer, I know what to tell an employer to get the job, okay? Even if it's a job I don't want. I'm pretty good at that. But I would tell them things like, I'm literally, especially when I say the whole part about, I got a phone call and ADHD came, but I wanted to make sure it didn't cut out the live. So when I would tell employers that I worked well under stress, I did not realize that my body was on fire under stress the majority of my entire life. And now it has finally caught up with me. The little burning fire that was like match sized in the pit of my stomach has now inflamed my entire body. Literally inflamed my entire body. And there's a topic that I want to talk about. So I think I'm going to, I don't know if I want to start talking about it on a different platform or if I want to open it. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Thank you, God. That's what I'm going to do. So, you know how they have like, obviously you can be subscribed to someone on YouTube, but you can also be like, you can join their, I don't know if it's joining their channel. Like I have to look into like YouTube stuff. Like it's been that long. But like where you pay like basically like Patreon, but YouTube continued. Patreon is an option too, but I want to have very intimate conversations on those apps. And I know that if someone is willing to pay for a subscription, they actually support me. Anybody can get on anybody's YouTube live. And this is not to like sell myself for real. This is to let you know that I'm not just going to tell these things to anyone, right? But if you are paying for a subscription from me, you obviously are, if you, one of two things, like you are a real big hater to the point that you have to know what's going on so you're going to pay for it, or you support me as a person. So hoping that it's that, right? But I have quite a few things that I really want to talk about intimately that I would like to know who's hearing it, right? Because anybody can make up a fake profile. I have a couple people blocked from my YouTube that I'm pretty sure they're still lurking, right? And to an extent, like, watch me, babe. If it means that much to you, watch me. But the things that I want to talk about, I don't feel comfortable yet, at least, opening up about with just anyone. So I would like to build that community where it can be a safe space for not only myself, but for others in the community. So if you guys have any ideas, if I shouldn't do it here on YouTube, if I should do it elsewhere, if it should be Patreon, if it should be a group chat, whatever. But I have held so much in. I have no true support system other than like people that I've trauma bonded with in the past, and I want to let those relationships go. Have you ever been in a space, in a time, in a chapter of your life, or just been this person that the way that you foster new relationships is by, oh my God, you went through that? I went through that too. And it's just like trauma bonding. And you don't realize it at first because it's like, oh my God, somebody finally relates to me, with me. And you feel like a sense of belonging. You feel a sense of like love. And then when one of you decides to either want to or just it's time to do the healing, the other person feels left behind. The other person feels jealous, maybe. All of these negative emotions because you're shattering their reality, either of who they see you as or it's you leaving them behind, and nobody wants to be left behind. So I bring this up because, like I said, I don't want to have those trauma bonding relationships anymore, where we're not growing. We're only keeping each other afloat, if that, or we're drowning together and nobody knows how to swim. So yeah, if you guys have any advice or any input on that, please let me know where I should do this. I have a like broadcast channel on Instagram, but I'm again too public. The community that I build, it could maybe be a Facebook group. I still like the idea of doing a subscription though. One, because that's a source of income for myself. And right now I need that. No, I desire that. I desire that. Okay. I desire income from something that is fostered out of purpose, not out of lack, not out of scarcity, not out of bills coming to my door. I truly want to show myself how I can make money from my purpose. And I'm really kind of thinking out loud right now. Maybe I'm talking with God and you guys are kind of just there. Members only, yes, that's what I want to do. But what are the qualifications for that? I feel like let me look it up here. Ooh. So, guys, I've realized that at this point, I don't want to say like at this age or anything like that, because people look younger at 40 and 50 years old than they do at 19 these days. It's all about how you take care of yourself. So I've been trying to take care of myself, but life has been throwing its big ones at me, and I haven't been holding on as well as I wish. But I bring that up because I've stayed consistent in the gym, right? I still work out, still eat very healthy. For the I'm over here wondering like, why am I really this congested? Is it from the tears? It's from the tears. But I'm wondering, I don't recover well from my workouts anymore. I can literally have one, and it's crazy because I go in the gym, I feel good, I get the best workout in, I leave, the dopamine is hitting, I never feel bad, I never feel sore, I get through my days, my mind is clear, wake up in the morning, I feel like I got hit by a train. And I never know when I overdid it until the next morning. Never. And it's not like a cute, like, oh, I'm doing my thing sore. It's like, oh my God, are we going to be able to get out of the bed today? And like I said, it's hard to kind of discern whether or not I'm doing too much while I'm doing it, because I'm like, I feel good. I feel strong. I feel the endorphins pumping. And I don't feel like I pull anything. I do my stretching, whatever, but I feel terrible after. So I'm trying my best to bring it down, because I realized I went hard and ham on my body for 6 years straight without ever stretching. And I did like pretty much everything I did was some form of like HIIT. So my heart rate is elevated for like 2 hours straight for years of my life. And I don't think my body liked that. It needed some like TLC. It needed like a long walk. It needed like a Pilates class. But instead, I did P90X. Not literally. I tried that like one time. But I'm talking like CrossFit for years, box jumping, lifting. Like, why, as a woman, why am I going in the gym every day? When I'm talking like 6 days a week, lifting over 200 pounds. I get it. It's good to like build your strength and get stronger. But why are we doing it every day, Summer? My body literally put up with that shit for years without me taking a break. Besides pregnancy, and even then, I lifted until I was like 8 months pregnant. So I'm not gonna fault myself. I had good intentions, but the body keeps the score. If you guys have not read that book, it's kind of a, for me, I like books. I prefer audiobooks, but it's a good, the message behind the book is amazing. It's perfect. It's very, very extremely true. But reading it is just, it kind of got boring at points. Anyway, but amazing book. Amazing book and amazing meaning behind it. Also, does anybody have any good book recommendations? I prefer self-helpery. And is it fiction or is it nonfiction? Which one is like truth? Nonfiction, right? Fiction. Please, somebody tell me. I don't like made up stories for real. Like I can't get into a book that I know this is not a story about someone's life that actually happened or something. Like fantasy, it's never worked. It's never worked. Okay, so let me look up now. Members only on YouTube. Requirements. Is it like a follower or a subscriber thing? Or is it like a watch time thing? Because if it is, ooh, I don't have a lot of watch hours right now. Okay, let's see. Okay. To be in the YouTube partner program, you must have at least 500 subscribers. Must meet watch time or short view requirements. Must be based in an eligible country and be over 18. And must not be set as made for kids. So that's what it is. 500 subscribers, 3,000 valid public view hours in the past 12 months. I know I gotta have that. Or 3 million valid public shorts in 3 million valid public shorts views in the past 90 days. I don't have that. Location, your channel, content settings, good standing, your, okay. Memberships. So I don't think I have that quite yet, but that means I can work for it, right? Can work for it. Girl, where haven't I been? I've been in my head. I've been at work. I've been out of alignment. Where you been? Honestly, I could say so much, but I don't want to overwhelm you guys with just like so much. I have been out of alignment to like, oh, I saw 4444. No, not out the gym, baby. I've been in the gym, but I've also been stressing. And as I had just mentioned, I have, when I look back, I have been extremely consistent this year. I even started tracking my food. I never did that. Through my entire weight loss journey, losing 200 pounds naturally. Did not ever track my food, did not count calories, did not nothing. I just Everything I did was intuitive. And I'm grateful that I did that, because I know a lot of people like would fail miserably if they're just told, just stop eating when you're full. Sounds good, right? But I didn't realize the connection between stress and weight loss was insane, because my body has, and I shared this on Instagram, and I was talking about this a couple minutes ago and just like flew off the topic like a squirrel. I, okay, sidebar, side note, and I'll get back to that thought. I go and see, or I haven't been to see her in a while, but I used to go to see my healer, as I call her, in Miami, a little outside Miami actually. And I would go, she would measure my chakras. She would like put me on the table. I would knock out for like 2 hours. And when I got up, I felt like I got an entire like deep tissue massage. Like she did her thing, right? And I've been having like my walk and my relationship that I've been building with God, and I haven't felt called to go back yet. So I don't know if I will continue that or not. But anyway, I bring that up because she told me that this was around my 29th birthday. I'm 31. I was explaining to her some of the things that were going on in my life, and she was like, "Oh, you're getting ready to go, or you're probably going through your Saturn return." And I was like, and mind you, when she said that, she just brushed past it, like, like, "Oh, girl, you just got a stain on your shirt." And I'm like, wait, back up. We need to talk about whatever. What was this? And she was like, "Oh yeah, it's just like one of the hardest points in your life, but it's okay because you'll get through it." And I'm like, so I go deep digging, diving all down the rabbit hole. I'm like, oh my God, this is real. If you do not know what Saturn return is, I go. You can even leave now. You have my permission to get up from the table and go. Do your research on Saturn return. If you are 27 through 30, I would say even up to like 33, you will be like, yeah, I definitely experienced that, especially as a woman. I can't speak for men. We all supposedly go through it, but it's intense, very intense. And so she's like, yeah, it makes sense that you're stressed. I'm telling her like, I'm finding out I have all of these health issues, and I'm not recovering from my workouts anymore, and I'm getting fat. And no, I didn't say all that, but I was just like, woe is me, bitch, help. And she's like, this, Alexa, turn all the lights on. Okay. Is it 10? Oh, okay. She normally turns a lot of my life out. I mean, my lights out at 10. But so I'm moving about my life after going to see her, whatever. And she told me like, you need to deal with this, and this, or your life is going to pretty much start getting worse. And it's never in the sense of like she's a weird psychic type of energy. It's always like self-development. And that's honestly why I've gone to her. Like the whole like lay down on the table thing is nice, but the life coaching afterward is what got me, because she will put me on a plan, and every time I do not follow what she's telling me to do, another one bites the dust. Basically. So when it comes to my weight loss journey, I realized, again, I've been in the gym. I've been eating as healthy as I can in America, right? Let me find out I have a way to get to Thailand and just move my entire life over there. And then I'll understand what actually eating healthy all my life is. Because baby, once you get me across the country, I'm not coming back. I am not coming back. But yeah. So I am going to look into this whole membership thing, and I'm going to start trying to do lives, at least like 5 lives a week. And maybe trying to get on TikTok. I've like never got used to doing TikTok, I still don't even know how to use TikTok properly. I've been so out of the loop, out of life for these past years. So it hasn't been my main thing. And TikTok is the only platform that I have not grown on. Like I will post the same videos, but TikTok just has not vibed with me. Even Lemonade has. I have a good amount of followers on Lemonade, but not on TikTok. So I don't know. I'm gonna start making more content and repurposing it because I need to at this point. But I am working on, let me show you guys before I pimp off. Can I not flip the camera? Oh, okay. So that was me looking at the requirements. Guys, look. Wait, not that, not that. Do y'all see this? Is it too blurry? Hold on. I can't zoom in. Oh. Woo! Child. Why my eyebrows? Oh my God. Not me shaking. It's giving Parkinson's. Okay. You can't see it because it's blurry, but it says at Subway. I don't know why I look so mad. I think it was my baby dad. But look, guys. Wait a minute. I'm working on my ebook that so many people have been begging me for. This is like a recipe of all of, this is a collection of all of like my most repeated recipes that I've eaten during my weight loss journey. And of course, a lot of it doesn't want to load right now, but yes, I can't wait to have this finished so I can post it. Yeah, I'm in my creative bag again. So grateful. But yeah, you guys, please, if you are not already subscribed, come kick it with your girl because the journey, okay, before I go, all two of you, before I go, I want to ask, what is the best way for me to come back to YouTube? What is the content that if you were me and you were getting ready to get back on YouTube, or you were you and you were looking for content from me, what would you be looking for? I'm interested to know. That's what I should have put in the little question box and it didn't want to let me. Sad tears. But yeah, if I have no responses, I guess I will just get on another time. This was a good turnout. I'm grateful for everyone who got on. And I will talk to you guys in the next video or the next live. Bye.